Hello and welcome to this Board Game Life. I am your host, Mark, and today I'm going to unbox Rock Hard 1977. This is from Devir Games, and let's give you a quick rundown. It's 1977. You're an up-and-coming musician dreaming of making it big with your band. Over the next few months, you'll rehearse, play gigs, write songs, and promote your band with careful planning and a little luck. You'll earn the most fame and become the best new artist of the year. Designed by Jackie Fox, who's a member of the 1970s rock band The Runaways, four-time Jeopardy champion, and designer of the narrative adventure trilogy, The Adventures of the Chubby Slugs, and illustrated by Jennifer Diner, Rock Hard 1977 allows games for groups of between 2 and 5 players from 14 years old in games lasting about 45 to 90 minutes. Rock Hard 1977 is played over a maximum of 9 rounds, each representing a typical day of 1 month in 1977, from April to December. You will win the game by accruing the most fame. How? Increasing reputation, chops, and songs, achieving production performance and publicity bonuses, getting record deals, and earning royalties, playing concerts and hanging out at the hottest after-hours spot, ready to live like a rock star. So designed by, again, like I said, Jackie Fox, graphics designed by Jennifer Diner, and published by Devir in 2024. Let's take a look at what's in the box. Alrighty, so I've got, open the box. Now I have played this game, so this is not a fresh unboxing. I have opened it, I've played it, I've put the stuff together, but I thought we'll take a peek and see what's in here. So let's lay out the board because the board just happens to be on top. We'll start with that. All right. Well, there we go. So these are going to be, this is like your morning, your afternoon, and then your after hours or your late night stuff. And it's basically a worker placement. You're going to go somewhere each hour of the day. You also have things up here that you can do at any time. But this is, that's the board. So here we've got the rules. It's colorful. It's interesting. This rule book is like, almost feels newspaper-ish. It's thicker than a newspaper, but I don't know. There's something about it that kind of reminds me of like a newspaper. But it's a nice rule book. There's a lot of text here, but lots of examples. And, excuse me, they do a great job of explaining everything and showing examples of everything in the game. So here's talking about all the night actions, your day actions. So again, they're color coordinated. Yellow, your night, I guess night. I said afternoon. I guess it's night. And then this is the after hours section. So they got whole parts of the book dedicated to each section. And then I think should be one for the black section, which is all the time, anytime actions. So that's these up at the top. And just talking about how to play. And then there's a bio on the back about for Jackie Fox, designer of the game. All right, so there's several different characters that you can play as. So this is just kind of, there's BB Rose, the Tunesmith, lead vocals, female. It says once per round, if you have fewer than 10 songs, gain 1 more when you write a song during the after hours phase. You may do this even if you have already written songs in earlier phases. And then you'll have your, where it says everybody's card's going to have basically some kind of ability. And then it's going to say professional musician, but you'll put your career, your job card here until you end up fired for not showing up to work. And then you become a professional musician, right? At least you hope you can stay alive by doing that. And you'll have your manager card here. So that's one. Here's Rafael Santiago. Again, they all are going to have different things. And on the back is just more information, a bio on each of the different characters. So this guy also, you'll notice there's a symbol down here. This will be a special symbol. You won't see it here with this person, but he'll have a special ability, which the rule book will explain. what each of those do. So there's a lot of, what is there to choose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7, 8, 9. There's 9 characters to choose from. You can see he's got a special. That one's got, and then, yeah, these guys all have special token abilities again, which are described in the rules. So plenty of different types of characters to play. Oh, I guess I was wrong. There's another one. There's another one sitting in here. So it looks like, what is there, 12 people to choose from? So here is another one who's a drummer. So there's a lot of options of choosing. Now, one of the coolest parts, I think, of this game is this is the player board, okay? And you put these together when you get it. Like, you will put these knobs in here. So it looks blank here, but you're taking your character and you're inserting it into the dual layer board. And these things do turn. So you're gonna as you play, you'll rotate the knobs to indicate on this amp how many songs, what's your reputation, your chops. And then there's some things that you'll get in the box that you'll put in here to dictate and slide like a little cube up and down for your royalty. And then your craving meter, that's for your handy. And then this over here kind of shows you if you need to go into recovery if you've had too much candy. So these player boards are thick. Like I said, they're really nice. And turning the knobs is like a really cool, unique aspect of this game to track things. I think this is just, it fits in the theme perfectly. Excuse me. So I got, again, there's 5 of those. I'm going to leave those in the box. There is money, which is interesting. All my money has curled because I have it rubber banded. But it almost looks real. Like it's the most realistic looking money I've seen in any game. And I mean, there's a 1, and you can. It's really cool. But they all have, like, there's there's graffiti and lipstick on all these. All of these have like different things on them. This one's got some sunglasses, hearts, a little number 1 on it. But you got 1s. This one's got a coffee stain, like a coffee cup was sitting on the edge of the dollar bill. You've got, what was there, $5 bills, $10 bills. So you're gonna, but again, it's interesting. It even has an interesting feel. It has that, like, what is it called, like a linen finish. It's like some of the cards that are that you get that have like a linen, or your rule books that are linen finish. That's kind of what this feels like, and it really does give that more of a, feels more real. It doesn't feel like just paper, so it's very cool, if you ask me. Not really sure how they got around it looking so, really, I mean, yes, if you look at it, it's fake, but man, it looks pretty cool. It's all right. Then we have candy. Everybody wants candy. So they're 2-sided. So it's like, I believe you have it flipped up. That's how much candy you have. Another side is just you don't. I think it's just, I don't think it mattered, if I recall. It's been a while since I got a chance to play this. But you collect your candy, and when you use it, you just off to the side. So get your sugar high with the candy. We have, okay, so these are like your bandmate tokens. So they're just a picture of a crewmate. Yeah, you're going to hire crew. They all look like that on the back. When you hire crew during this phase, you're going to get additional crewmates in your band, and you will need, some of the gigs that you might need to do will require a certain amount of crew to compete there. So here you have to have at least 2. So you have to have 2 crewmates. You're going to have hired 2 people. Here, I can go here to Panda Palace with 1, but if I want to go to Yenzer Arena, I got to have 2. You got to have at least a band of 3 people. And then the stadium, is going to require 3. So you got to have, a band of 4 people. So, and of course, you can only hire at this point. So you got to plan your game, how you want to go through each day. And like you got to make a record deal. You got to get a record deal, but you also got to record a demo. So you got to do things in order. And it is a worker placement game and requiring you to do things in certain orders. These are some numbered, these it looks like guitar picks, but these go down in the Hangouts and they just serve a kind of a different, they'll rotate after each round, but it kind of helps pick your turn order for the next round. These are your missed work tokens. So if you miss work, I think 3 times, if you don't go to your job, you're fired. Got a little wooden calendar cube here. This, where do I put this? I'm trying to remember where this goes. Oh, right up here on the calendar. So you're going to play 9 rounds. So this will move each round. And once you get to December, that's your last round. So, and then you're going to be paying these dollars. Like here, you're going to pay your manager $1, $3, $5 in the last month. So you do have to pay your manager. And we've got all the different things. I need to organize these into, put all the colors in a different little baggie for everybody. I think I might do that tonight. That way I can just hand someone a baggie. But this has all your little, your stars as you're going to go up on the track here. You're going to place your star. You've got your little cubes to where you're going. You've got your records and your cassettes. So when you record your demo, you get a cassette. When you get your record, then you get your record thing in front of you. That allows you to, opens up more abilities for you. So, and then there are little standees for your characters because there are acrylic, which I found interesting that this had acrylic characters in it. But you can put, so which they have them to match your character cards, and you just put it in a little standee, and you move your character around where you're going. All right, here's some more little acrylic things. These are for your abilities based on who you pick, and then also these go in on your royalty, or no, this is the craving. So in your player board, you just put that if you are fine, if it's off, but if you end up having a sugar problem. Oops, I had it right on. So you flip it to on, and then you're gonna probably have to go down here to recover. So careful with that candy, kids. Be careful out there, kids. Got some empty baggies I'm gonna need to use. All right, here's some Sugar Rush cards. So they'll have some things, just for an example. Soft candy. So you're going to increase your craving by 1, which is your meter. You're going to roll the dice for low sugar, for low blood sugar, and then you do get the bonus for using this is you get to do 1 extra action. So when you use a candy, you draw the Sugar Rush card and follow that to see if it helps or hurts you. All right. Here's a whole bunch of cards. So we've got I think these are the manager cards. So you can select from a bunch of different managers in the game that do various things. Now each of them can give you different bonuses at certain times in the game. So you'll have an opportunity. I think everyone's dealt out 2 and you select 1. Then there are performance bonuses. So all these different bonus cards, we're going to randomly select one here that you can earn different bonuses throughout the game. Then there's also events that will happen. You got personal goals. So there's different ways of things for you to do to achieve more points by the end of the game. So, and those will be hidden. Oh, and I believe these cards, so I think you can probably pick who you want, but these are all the characters. So you can just kind of shuffle them up and say, boom, there you are. That's who you're going to play. Then we also have random gigs, which go here, and basically you'll flip a new one at the beginning of each round, and it kind of introduces, this will always change this location and have different benefits and different results every time. Then you have some life experience cards, which everyone will start out with one. It's just kind of a little, provides a little color, I guess, to your character, but it gives you a starting set collection card to do. And then you'll be doing it after hours. You're going to be going over here to maybe get more cards, because when you have, I think it's 3 of a set, then you can turn it in to gain something. Then we have your job cards. There's a bunch of different jobs. So here's one. It's a sound engineer, but it shows you at the top. This one happens after hours. You see the red moonlight. So that means you can't go. If you're either going to choose to go to work to get paid the $2, or you're going to risk getting fired and go over here to do some of these after hour activities at different clubs and things like that. Or maybe you want to record your demo. Well, you're either going to record your demo or you're going to go to work. So you got to skip work at some time to record that demo, because you're not going to get very far without getting a record deal. And then there's a bunch of events that will happen and trigger at the start of each round. So you'll flip over the top event card and introduces something unique to the game. And then the last thing, like I mentioned over here, you got all these hangouts. So there's a whole bunch of cards here, and they're going to just pile up on each location. And then when someone goes here, then they'll take the top card, and you'll get another thing to, another item to put into your set collection, or you might get a wild. And then some of them they'll tell you like a result of things like, so if I went backstage, this one says a photographer for a national magazine photographed you with a famous musician. You gain what is that? A reputation, I think. Yeah, gain 1 reputation, or you pay $3 to move up 2 points on the star track, which is buying victory points. So there's different opportunities you're going to pick when you go here, one of 2 things typically. But there's also, this is the Rising Star. I don't remember what this was for. I think this is something you can add in. This is the last thing in the game. Oh, it's so this basically is for 2 or 3 players. I think it kind of puts in an additional player. Basically allows you to play with less people. So that little module is in there as well. But that's Rock Hard in 1977. So again, this game is a really fun worker placement, set collection, lots of different things going on. Live out your Rockstar dreams with Rock Hard 1977. And again, being that this game was designed by someone who was a rock star, wasn't a rock band, they're able to help design this game, or they did design this game based on experience, right? So I think that is really cool. The theming here is awesome. The gameplay is fun, and some of the gigs, are limited. So the whole turn order, how you might want to go first, because if you want to do a record deal, well, only one person can do a record deal on the morning. So whoever's first there, everyone else has to go somewhere else. So now you're trying to be like, okay, well, maybe on the next round I'm going to try to get it. And again, you only have 9 rounds. So recording your demo and getting your record deal as quick as possible, if you're first, it's going to be helpful, And then, but if you do your record deal, you're going to end up with a higher number. So someone that goes to bed early that day is going to be first the next turn, so they can go get their record. But then if you got that and no one else did, then you're the only one that can get your record deal in the morning. So there's kind of this juggle of what you're going to do. Are you going to do your job to get paid, to be able to pay your manager and to pay for things that you need in the game? because you got to hire people to get better gigs that pay better, you know, but you got to work and you got to record, sometimes your job is when you need to get things done in the game. So then you're taking a missed work token. And again, it's a real nice balance of what are you going to do? And the gameplay, it's a lot of fun, and it's really good when you're playing at max 4 to 5 players. It's a really good game. But that's it. That's a look at Rock Hard 1977. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss a video from us. And we'll catch you next time at the table. Take care.